Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. For those of you who are new, my name is Eva, and for those of you who are returning, as always, thank you so much for coming back and welcome to another MLM shit show. Take a look at the graph if you've been enjoying my content for a while. I mean, it has changed a little bit. There's a lot more people watching my videos lately, but a lot of you are not subscribed. So, if you've been enjoying my content, I would really appreciate it if you would join our little community and subscribe to my channel. So yeah, I am recording this in March. I am supposed to be in Croatia on holidays. Not really on holidays. I'm supposed to go to Croatia for 3 weeks in April just to work from home and spend time with my family. So hopefully by the time this video goes up, I'm actually home hanging out with my fam. Currently, the situation in Ukraine is really bad, but I hope by April the war is going to be finished. I really hope that Ukraine is going to defend their independence and that we will have peace. I'm not gonna go into that again. That's like the only thing that's been on my mind lately ever since it started. I'm gonna move on before I start crying again. Anyways, today we're back for another top MLM fails, and I have a little bit of a mixture today. So without further ado, I'm just gonna put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into the video. I'm going to start off with something that was sent to me, and the screen recording that was sent to me is actually from Savannah's video, and she has a baby with her in one of those videos. So I'm going to blur or put something over her and her baby. But yeah, these are videos taken from her about the president of iGenius, telling everyone on that call what not to do and what is forbidden in doing online on social media when advertising iGenius. So let's just start off with that, and then we're gonna move on to a few posts and reels where the representatives are breaking the rules, of course, and are doing the exact same thing that he literally told them not to do. Let's start off with the recordings.
Join and I'll build the downline for you. Work with me and I'll teach you how to become a six-figure earner. Guys, these are the types of things, anything like this should not be said by a distributor of iGenius or a member of iGenius. There's a term here that we see a lot out there that we really absolutely cannot allow to happen anymore, is this concept of a six-figure earner. The problem with that concept is, number one, we aren't specifying in what time frame the six-figure earner is a six-figure earner, right? Is that six-figure earner this week, this month, this year, or this decade? So it's really it's a little bit misleading. It's certainly misleading when it comes to the public forum. And so it's really important that you're not saying things like that, because that implies that somebody is a six-figure earner without also stating in what time frame we're talking about. So again, back to this whole point of the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. It's a regulatory body in the United States, and they watch companies like ours very closely to make sure that the products are not being misrepresented, or the opportunity associated with the products is not being misrepresented. So this is something, I'm taking 5 people this month to develop into six-figure earners. It insinuates that people are able to do this without a lot of effort and energy, and that people can make this six-figure income that, who knows what that actually implies. Join and I'll build the downline.
Poor dude. So he's trying his best to tell them not to do this, to control what they say on social media. But there's another part.
This account is like speeding on the highway, almost up 2,000, less than 40 days, completely hands-free. Guys, hands-free, automation, crypto, iGenius, Endotech, Ethereum. This is absolutely a post that is not okay. Doesn't have any of the disclaimers that it needs to have. And again, it's a screenshot of product performance, copy and paste system. Again, we've talked about that. That is not what we want to imply. It's, it's financial education, it's trade ideas. So, okay, we've made a bunch of.
Okay, so those were the 2 clips from her video. And then we will move on to some stuff that were also sent to me. And again, thank you so much for sending everything on. Let's just take a look at this reel. So it says, wait, you have an automated crypto trader trading your crypto for you. And then she says, 100% I do. So of course, she literally just said what he said to not do, because you have an automated crypto that's going to do all the work for you and you don't have to do anything. There's no effort needed. it's just going to do everything for you and you're going to get rich. Then the next one says, in 6 months, you will be sitting in your new car outside your new home, admiring your 6-figure bank account. Claim this. So again, it literally doesn't matter what you say to them and who says it to them. They're still going to go on social media and make these crazy income claims. I mean, fully knowing that it can get them into trouble, but this is just how little they give a shit. But anyway, let's move on to next one. This is not iGenius, this is the Body Shop at Home, and it says, worried about the cost of living? Join the Body Shop at Home. Personal sales of £50 a week, £200 a month could give you £50 a month in the bank plus £25 in free toiletries for you and your family. No targets, no pressure, full support. So again, using something like that, obviously the cost of living has gone up lately and it's really tough. It's really hard to be able to afford something nice. I mean, look at my apartment, it's literally falling apart, but we just currently can't afford anything better and the prices are just going up and up. And it's just disgusting to use something like that in order to try to lure people to join your network marketing scheme when you fully know that 99% of people fail. And again, she is making income claims here. So anyway, let's move on to the next reel. She says, 5 things network marketing has brought me: the flexibility to decide what to do with my time, greatly reduced financial stress, more control over all decisions in my life, the best hair I've ever had, a community of people that want to help me win. And then the caption says, do I think it's the future? Yes. So I mean, the flexibility to decide what to do with your time, we know that this is actually not true. Like, this is one of the things that they do like to say while they're promising this great business opportunity. However, we know by now, I think most of us know, especially if you've been watching my videos, other anti-mlm videos, that instead of having the freedom of time freedom, financial freedom, whatever, first of all, they don't earn almost any money, and second of all they do is have those meetings, trainings, onboarding, Zoom calls, whatever the fuck not, putting up hours and hours into cold messaging people, trying to recruit, then having those calls with them, and it's really, really time consuming. It's not as easy as they make it sound like. Again, greatly reduced financial stress. You're spending money, you're investing money into it, and rarely ever getting money back from it. So I would not say that that greatly reduced. If anything, it greatly induced financial stress. That's Monet, right? Well, excuse you. A community of people that want to help me win. This is something that we've talked about before. Again, you are in a great community. They're supporting you because they have financial benefits off of you. If you decide to leave this team, or if you're not as active anymore, they're just going to shut you off. It's a community, and it's a great community as long as they're getting something back from you. So that's really sad. Next reel is the same girl, and it says, when I see people in the hair care aisle at Target.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys.
And then the caption says, deep breaths. So she's getting really offended, I guess, angry because people buy hair care at Target. But I always say this, I buy the cheapest hair care in Tesco, like Garnier stuff, and it's doing amazing for my hair. I haven't washed my hair in like 5 days at this point, which is why I have a beanie on. It looks good. It looks healthy. It looks really nice. And like I said, I use Garnier, some kind of coconut oil for the highlights. I don't even use the hair conditioner anymore. I just use the hair food from Garnier as well, which is maybe like 10 or 12 euro. It's super cheap. It's super good. Like, I noticed the difference when I stop using it. And Monet is going to possibly make your hair fall out. So I would rather stick to the cheap products that you so much hate. Next one. So what do you do? And there's a song playing, which of course copyright, so I can't play it, but it says, I do whatever I want whenever I want. So the caption also says, I mean, it's all I ever wanted. Life on my terms, baby. We made it. Busted my booty for it, but when I realized the corporate life wasn't for me, I was 100% fine with putting in a lot of work to get out of there as soon as possible. 3 years later, I wouldn't change a thing. DM me freedom if you're looking to find more flexibility in your life. I can drop you in a Facebook group to see if this is exactly what you've been looking for. So it's just the same thing. Like, it's the same woman as before. Next reel is her again. I think I was very inspired by her reels. This one says, did you know scalp health leads to hair health? And then the caption says, I'll keep spreading the news. Take care of your scalp. It's vital for healthy hair. Don't miss this. Many of your hair issues are steaming from your lack of scalp treatment. It's the living organism that grows your hair, guys. Take care of it. Me, for example, I have very dry scalp. Like, I'm literally going to get those little white pieces of skin everywhere if I don't wash my hair regularly. And by regularly, I mean every 2 or 3 days. So, I mean, if I let my hair get all greasy and dirty, of course, my scalp is going to be disgusting as well. But other than that, I just said which products I use for my hair. None of them are specifically for scalp health or anything. It's literally you can use the same products, and those same products are going to take care of both your scalp and your hair. So there's no need to spend extra money on that scalp treatment. She also called scalp an organism. And yeah, this is just in case if you don't have any skin issues. Of course, if you have like that, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but there are certain skin conditions that are going to mess up your scalp additionally, and then you will have to use special treatments for it to control it, to keep it under control. Next one says,
I think you should treat yourself. I know you were thinking about it and you were like, oh, I don't know. Do it. Do it. Who's gonna stop you? Me? No. You? No. A man? No. So go get it.
so it says, POV, I'm your mentor and you want to give yourself a raise, and then like go do it. Sure, you can't give yourself a raise. If you could just do that, a lot more people than 1% would be successful in MLMs. But again, she's trying to be like, ooh, I'm your mentor. Here we do whatever we want. I mean, that's literally what her caption says. It says, around here we are in charge. Go on, girl, treat yourself. She's not their boss, so she can't give them a raise. They're not their own bosses, so they cannot give themselves a raise. She's presenting this as if it's so easy, it's so great, and like we know that it's nowhere near this. It's such a big fucking fat lie. Next one says, are you the girl that helps me get the healthiest hair of my life? She is me. DM me hair for personal consultation. Personal consultation. She doesn't have any certificates or any knowledge on like hair. She's just presenting this as, I know what I'm talking about. I can tell you what products to use. But yeah, she can do that, but she doesn't have any clue. Do you know what I mean? It's like if I'm telling you, well, do you have dry hair? Well, this is what works for me, so maybe try buying that. It's not proper advice. Next one is No Shame Sales Game. We haven't had her in a while. It's okay to outgrow people. They had the opportunity to grow with you and didn't take it. That's on them, not you. Oh my god, I said this already like many times before, how she has that condescending tone in all of her training videos and in all of her posts. That tone is always there, and it's really annoying me. I really don't like it. And again, your friends, your family didn't want to join your multi-level marketing scheme. Well, that's their loss. I mean, look at you. You're growing into a scammer who's recruiting people into a pyramid scheme. Good job, in my own opinion. Next one is her again. If you have to drag them as a prospect, you'll have to drag them as a team member. And then the caption says, okay, who's been there? You reach out and Melissa tells you that, yeah, maybe she's interested in a side gig. Cue the dramatic music. Your world stops, your brain goes blank. You do a little happy dance because you can now see the big team you've always dreamt of leading unfolding before you. You might go back and forth a bit, but then Melissa starts to drag her feet. She has to get her husband's permission. Then her car got sick. Then her cat got sick, and the mailman was late. And then she stubbed her toe, so she just needs more time. Here's the deal. If her cat recovers, if the mailman is on time, if her toenail doesn't fall off, and if she joins, it's probably going to be a lot of the same thing once she's on your team, which is really freaking exhausting for you. In this business, you're meant to run with people, not drag them. Make sure you know how to qualify your prospects prior to enrolling them. And yes, I have resources on that in her community whatever page where she trains them, and of course she charges a ton of money per year, and she's actually earning a lot of money. We've seen some of her trainings before. I've had videos made on her on my channel before as well, and it's just her training, her advice that she gives to people is just so extremely basic. Like, it's not helpful at all. I remember specifically there was one training where she was like, people keep asking me how to overcome fear fear. So she made a whole video, I don't know how long it was, like 6 or 7 minutes, where she was just kind of like circling around the point and not actually giving an answer on how to get over fear. She didn't go the obvious route with like, just do it, the stupidest answer that you can tell people, but she did kind of like circle around, make up some other things, went off topic for a bit, and then you kind of forget what the question was, and then she was like, okay, so those are my advices, which, like I said, it's really not useful at all. And I just can't believe that people are paying so much money for her courses. Obviously, I don't know, maybe her other courses, like when you actually pay for it, maybe you get a little bit more, but from what I've seen on her Instagram, it's really very basic, useless advice. And I just feel so bad for all the people that are in her team and all the people that are paying for it. They're probably not getting anything back. And we've had proof before, I mean, not me, but I think the anti-mlms or Isabella, I don't remember who it was, but we've seen, she always likes to preach how don't cold message, we do this differently here, we never cold message, we're never spammy, scammy, whatever. But then one of them saw her story where she literally said, "Ooh, we're having a power hour, me and my team, on the training class," and they were cold messaging people, they were doing reach outs. So maybe it wasn't cold messaging, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was a reach out to like the people that you had a connection with. But in my opinion, it's kind of even worse than doing cold messages, because you're trying to befriend these people, you're manipulating them into thinking that you're friends, that you care about them, only so that you can pitch this business opportunity to them. So anyway, yeah, she posts stuff like this. If Melissa is dragging for her feet, she's not gonna be a good team member. But I don't really believe anything that I read at her Instagram page anymore. I don't believe any advice that I see her saying, sharing, because like I said, she literally does the complete opposite of what she's saying in her posts. She does the complete opposite on her actual training classes. So anyways, I'm gonna have to wrap that up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you think, which one annoyed you the most, or which one did you think was the funniest. To me personally, I think the most ridiculous one for today was where she said, you want a raise, go get a raise, because that's so far from the truth. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, join our little community. I would very much appreciate that. As always, thank you to all of you nice people who are supporting me. If you're not coming from my social media, feel free to check me out. I'm gonna link my Instagram down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.